Let me show you how to customize your lower thirds to match your branding in Camtasia. Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here from Essetinomedia, and on this channel, we show you how to create profitable content. Alright, so in Camtasia, they give you access to lower thirds. And if we head over to the library, make sure that you click one of the Camtasia libraries. And I've already got this folder open, which is the lower thirds folder. And you have all these different kinds of lower thirds. Basically, lower thirds is the thing that pops up at the bottom, and it usually says your name, website, title, company, that kind of thing. And I want to show you how to further customize it, because you might get one of these and you might not like the color, you might not like the font, you might not like the placement. So this is an advanced technique, because this is the one that we settled on for my client's video here. Wanted to keep it super simple. The name, his name very bold, Corey Young, and the website, investorlife.com. We just want to keep it super simple. This is what it was originally. Originally, this is what the lower third looked like. So as you can see, it's not the right color because their color is green for their company. I ended up not using this part where it says first name because I found that it's too light, it's too thin, and I just ended up using the surname font. And you can see that I kind of like moved this text here. I changed it. I got rid of this little tail thing happening, and I just went like super simple to have it look like this. And let me show you what it looks like in Corey's video.
Hey guys, Corey with Investor Life, and at Investor Life, we help newbies and seasoned investors like you to be able to scale your portfolio without using your own money.
Okay, so that's what it looks like. Let me show you how I went from this to this. Some of you might be getting this, and you might think that this is how it needs to look. But if you know how to customize even further, then you can actually manipulate it to however you want to look. So usually when you get the lower third and you drag it down, right? All I did was take this one and then just drag it down to the timeline. Usually you head over to this side and then you go and change it, right? So if I were to go and change it here, Corey, and you see here, when you try and change it, it actually reverts back to the thinner font. So if I put his whole name, Corey Young, it is going to be the thinner font, which is the font that I don't like, right? I want it to be thick. So right off the bat, you might go and change that and you're like, oh, that font is too thin. But you can go in here and, make it more bold, right? Which is what I did. And then we want to change the color. They have a green in their logo. So I'm just going to head over to the green here, and you can play around. You can use the dropper if you have an exact green that you want to sample from. But I'm just going to do a test here, and it was kind of like a bit of a lighter green. But you can see now that this font here is just totally not working with that color. So first I'm going to enter their website. And this is just how I went and customized this. I started off with the basics, right? So I go, it's investorlife.com. They are real estate investors from Alberta, Canada, and they help Canadians, with real estate investing. So as you can see, that's just way too light, the font color for that. So I'm going to change that to black. And also I find it's too thin and it's too light, and I'm going to change that to bold so that it can be seen. And it's a little bit more of a vibrant green. This one's more of like a yellow green, but that's okay. I've done what I can do with customizing it from the properties section. Now we need to go into the advanced portion, which is we need to go into the lower third. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click open, and it's going to give me all of the elements that were pre-made by Camtasia, right? Somebody went and made this, and then they grouped it together and then created a lower third. So I want to do some further customizations. So this is the text right here. with the investorlife.com, and you can see it's like really long. So I actually want to shorten that, the box, and then I actually want to move this to the center. I'll just move it. I'm just going to eyeball it right now. So the next thing I want to do is I want to move the name Corey Young to the middle here. So I'm just going to shorten this just to make it easier to move. And then I'm going to move this to the center here. I'm just eyeballing it for now. And then moving the Investor Life as well. I also want to get rid of this small little line here. I don't think it needs it. So I'm actually going to click on that, and then I'm just going to click the backspace delete button on my keyboard and just remove that. I think it'll look cleaner that way. And, you know, just size things accordingly here. You can use your arrow button as well if you want to be a little bit more precise. Just click on that, and I'm moving it with the down and up arrow and the side arrow. And to me, that's looking a lot cleaner, a lot better than the previous one. Now, to add some other final touches, we want to head over to the favorites. I've already got it in my favorites, but is the drop shadow. So the drop shadow here, I'm going to add it to both text. So I'm going to add it to the Investor Life one. So you can see here that with it and without it, it makes a difference, right? And so I want to have the drop shadow on it. I like having a drop shadow. It's a stylistic choice for me. And then I also want to do a drop shadow on Corey Young, the name. So I'm going to put that there. And it's a slight difference, but it really does make a difference. So without it, it looks like that. And then with it, it actually does make it more visible. So you can see that I've added the shadow to Corey's name, and now it's looking like a lot cleaner. And if we head to the main timeline, you can see that we've totally customized this to the Investor Life branding. That's how you can match your lower third to your branding, is going a little bit deeper, tweaking a couple of things. You don't have to take the lower third exactly as it is. You can, you know, change a little bit more than just the text and the font and the color. So by going a couple steps further, we've got it more refined. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. And if you want to fast track your Camtasia learning, I have a 9+ hour Camtasia course that you guys can take. It's a very inexpensive course. You have lifetime access to it, and it'll definitely fast track your Camtasia learning. You can find that link down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.